Hello everybody. This is going to be an overview of the Garmin Fenix 7X. This is the solar version and it's got a really nice feature that I use almost every day and it's super handy, which is a flashlight right here. So you have a red light, which is good for dark environments where you don't want to disturb any other people. Then you got level 1, 2, 3, and 4. The level 4 is super high, is super bright. I would say as bright as my iPhone 12 Pro Max flashlight. So it's gonna illuminate for sure the path in front of you, whether you are in your house or on the street, or you want to take a look at something that it's in a dark place. So I really like that, and that's one of the reasons why I got the 7X. I used to have this Fenix 6, just the base version with the medium-sized case, because remember there's an S version, which is the smaller one, and the X one, which is the bigger one, which is this one. Also, now I got the solar version because for me it's gonna be handy to have the extra charging power from the sun. And remember, this watch, the 7X, almost the battery life, it's 1 month. So that's a lot. So this is the box, just a quick overview of the box. Right now I have installed a screen protector, which is this one right here. So you can check it out on Amazon if you want to buy it. Looks like the screen protector has like a better coverage of the display, because on the 6 I had a gap of 1 millimeter. So now that gap is like minimum. Still there's a little gap, but it's better than on the Fenix 6, because on the Fenix 6 the gap was more noticeable. Also, I have changed the band. This is just an orange band, and this is where I got it from. Inside here is the regular black band that comes with the watch. Here in the back, I also have installed a dust plug for the charging port. I like to do this to my watches because I want to protect my investment. This is an expensive watch. You don't need to do this to 100% because the charging port is waterproof. It won't corrode or anything like that. But remember, when you take this to the beach or to the pool, it is always recommended to wash it with tap water, because the salt from the ocean or the chlorine from the pool can damage any of the metals. Also, because the battery of this watch lasts so long, for about a month, that means that I won't need to be taking this off too often. So that's good. Also, I get the extra little charging power from the sun of the solar panel here, which is on the very edge of the watch face, as you can see. So Garmin says the solar panel has increased in some percentage. Because talking about the battery life, has been great and spot on. I actually bought this watch on a Sunday, was Sunday the 2nd of this month. I bought it, I think, in the afternoon. So I'm gonna be counting a day from Monday the 3rd. So until today, it's been almost 12 days. So as you can see here, I got 20 days left if I go into the battery status. So I got 20 days left and it's on 65%. So adding the 12 days that it has passed, it's over 30 days. All right, before talking the features, I wanna tell you about the sizing. This watch, it is big because of it is the X series, but I got big hands, so for me it's not that of a problem. Also, I want to mention that the weight is not that it's not heavier at all compared to the 6. So when I have it on my wrist, I hardly notice the extra weight. It doesn't feel it at all, not even at night. So I'm happy to report that the weight is not going to be an issue if you want to upgrade to the X series. All right, so let's first talk about the watch face. This is the watch face from Garmin. I said in my other video that I don't recommend downloading aftermarket watch faces because they tend to consume a little bit more battery. So I just limit myself to the watch faces that comes pre-installed from Garmin. So this is the one that I most like because you got a lot of fields of information here around the watch face, and you got the option for two graphics. Here at the top, I got a graphic for the solar panel. The bars mean how much solar power I have got in the last, I think, 4 or maybe 6 hours. Then here at the bottom, I got another one that can give you three fields of information. I got the date, heart rate, and notifications. And then around the watch face, you can configure many other fields. Now I got the weather, battery life, the body battery, the altimeter, the time of the sunset, and that's it. On here, I don't like to put it because I usually have the watch on this angle. So if I display any information here, it's gonna be upside down. So it's gonna be hard to read. Besides, I don't see the need to have any other extra information on the watch face. All right, so let's go on to the widgets. So if you press the down button, you can see many of the widgets that is available. I got notification, the solar intensity on the last 6 hours, give you how much light you've gotten, and the on the last days. Here on this icon of the star, you have these lines around it, which are now white. But when you start getting sunlight, it's gonna turn orange. So depending on how many lines you got orange, meaning you got a lot of solar power coming in. All right, so we go to the next one. Well, this is the sunset. This is the usual watch face or information that you get. And this is different because I believe because this is the X version that you can maps. It's gonna give you your location and the position of the sun. Compared to your actual location, which is this one. I'm located in Lima, Peru. You also got another nice graph about the angle of the sun where you at. So now we're coming to the sunset, which is on this angle, which I believe it's at 42 degrees, and the highest comes at 69 degrees. And this is how much light we got remaining. We got 3 hours of sunlight remaining. And you got some more information here. And the next one, well, weather, the usual weather, nothing different here. We go to the next one. This is the ABC, altimeter, barometer, and compass. This is the usual thing from Garmin. It hasn't changed, right? So we got the last activity that I did, which was swimming. I just did a quick swimming just to test the watch. Your steps, heart rate, your sleep, body battery, calories, stress. Oh, this is the time information and the temperature. Okay, so the temperature. I have the Garmin 10P, which I have already paired, and compared to the 6, the 7 connects faster and better every time. So it won't take too long until it connects. So let's wait for a second. So I'm happy to say that the connection has improved. Maybe it's a software update, or I don't know, maybe on the 7 has become better, the connection for the accessories. So it should connect right up. Let's see how it takes. Was taking a little bit. Okay, now we got it. So outside it's 29 degrees Celsius, and that's the maximum and the minimum. So you can see the connection is much better than the 6. So that tells me that the problem was the watch, not the 10P. And that's it. All right, to finish up the video, I'm gonna show you some other features that I find very useful. First off, the flashlight. I'd like to mention that you can configure any of the buttons to toggle any of the features that you want. For example, I have configured that to hold start is gonna give me the option for the flashlight. So here you can change the brightness and put it on red. Here you turn it on, then turn it off. Some other feature that I really like is the music control. So you can press this button, change the volume here, which is gonna change the volume of your phone, going back, going forward, or pause it or play it. Okay, now we're gonna talk about the controls. I have configured the controls to be launched with the back button. If I hold it, you get the different options. So I'm gonna show you the ones that I find most useful, of course, to power off, to disable the connection to your phone if you're gonna be away from your phone, so the watch is not gonna be trying to connect and then disconnect. You just disable this. Here to find your phone, the phone is gonna make a really loud sound. And of course, the sleep mode and the battery saving mode. These two options are basically the same. When you enable both of these, you're gonna get a battery saving watch face, which is gonna increase the battery life. And the difference is when you enable this. So I'm gonna show you first the sleep mode. If I enabled it and go back, the numbers of the clock, they're gonna be really big. And you're gonna have a field for the alarm information. Of course, the date, and here are a couple of icons that you're in sleep mode and the battery icon. So the difference is that when you disable this and enable the battery saving, the numbers of the clock are smaller and you don't get the information for your alarm, but you do get information for the battery life. So what I most like is the other one, the sleep mode. So this is what I usually enable when I have a low battery, or whenever I will get that, because so far I haven't gotten a low battery alert. But on my sleep, this is what I have configured to enable this when the time I go to sleep and to disable it when I wake up. So we're gonna disable this. Now we have here do not disturb. This basically, when you enable this, the watch is not gonna sound or make a vibration when you get a notification, but still you're gonna show it, you're gonna see it on your screen. So you gotta be careful with that. And something else, the watch face won't tell you if you have that enabled or disabled. So you need to keep an eye on this and have it off. This is the Wi-Fi on and off to save the location, the brightness. I usually have it on 10%. For me, that's way than enough, more than enough that I need during the night. So the backlight of this watch is really good. And here we got the settings and the to lock the device, to lock the buttons. And then the final feature that I like about this watch, that it has a touchscreen, but it gives you the option to disable this and just use the watch with regular buttons. For example, what I like the touchscreen for is when you start an activity. For example, we're gonna go to navigate. I'm gonna choose points of interest. I'm gonna search for a city. So I'm gonna do a spell check. So here's gonna be, really slow to pick, to choose letters. And something else, if you enable, if you try to enable the touchscreen by toggling the back and the start button, it won't do it. You have to get off this, toggle the both buttons, the touchscreen is on, and now you can do it. Well, that's around me. I'm gonna do a spell check. That's it. So I got it. I hit OK. It's gonna look for Ica. So that's Ica. I'm gonna go to map. It's gonna show me the city of Ica, which is really far away from Lima, about maybe 3 or 4 hours. There you go. So I am at this little point, and Ica is down there at the south. Okay, so overall, this is a great watch. If you have the Fenix 6, like I did, or maybe you want to upgrade to a larger watch because of the battery life, and of course, for me, a nice, really handy feature is the flashlight. So I really highly recommend this. If you got any questions, let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer you. Thank you.